2026 is an investing paradox. The German government is giving you a massive tax cut, but at the same time, the bank is taking money out of your account. This raises three questions. Why are they giving with one hand and taking with the other? How do you stop it legally? And most importantly, is the investing Wild West in Germany officially over when the Directive on Administrative Cooperation goes into effect? Today, I test the three most popular investment strategies for 2026 and show you exactly how to keep that tax cut so you can start investing like a pro. To really understand investing in Germany, we have to look at the most German man to ever exist. You know him, I'm sure of it. You have definitely seen his name on every ID or credit card, Max Mustermann. But who is he actually? Today, we finally reveal his identity to create our investing strategy for 2026. Max Mustermann is the average German. He is 45 years old, happily married with statistically 1.3 children. He drives a grey VW Golf, the most sold car in Germany, and works a stable job earning the German average salary of 55,600 euros. And like the median German his age, Max is sitting on a massive pile of 146,200 euros. So far, it is hidden under his mattress because he doesn't know what to invest in yet. On top of that, he has the average German savings rate of 10.4%. So, let Max test three different investment strategies. That way, you can learn from him and don't have to risk your own hard-earned money. Investment option number one is the least tax efficient, but probably the most popular out there, ETFs. Lazy Max realizes that with a full-time job and a child, he has zero energy to think about investing. But he wants to make money while he sleeps. So he chooses the classic set and forget strategy. He takes his 300 euro monthly savings, which is 10% of his roughly 3,000 euro net salary, and puts it into a global diversified ETF. And because Max is German and therefore cautious, he also invests 10,000 euros of his mattress money to test the waters. Total effort, 10, maybe 15 minutes. And the rest of his cash? He parks it in a high-yield savings account to finally earn some interest. By the way, with the calculator on our website, Max and you can currently get over 3% interest plus a 100 euro bonus. The link is in the description. But keep on watching first, because there's a lot more than 100 euro to gain. And now Lazy Max does nothing. Here's what happens to his investment over time. In 10 years, he has 71k. In 20 years, 191k. And in 30 years, 429k. At least, that's what he thinks. There's a reason this is the least tax efficient option. And this reason is called Vorabpauschale. Every year, Finanzamt assumes Max made a risk-free return. And they tax him on that theoretical profit immediately. That's why his account didn't grow to 429,000 euros over 30 years, but only to 384,000. He lost 45,000 euros just because of taxes, and he still has to pay another 84,000 in capital gains tax when cashing out. There are only two options to fix this. First, the Exemption Order, Freistellungsauftrag in German, which makes at least 1,000 euros of your profits tax-free every year. And second, he puts his ETFs into a pension wrapper. This protects them from the Vorabpauschale, allowing them to grow completely tax-free during the accumulation phase. If you want to know which of these options is best for you, book a free meeting with us right here. If paying taxes on theoretical profits sounds like a bad joke to you, let me introduce you to Tax-Free Max, who is 100% agreeing with you. Tax-Free Max maybe doesn't trust the ECB or the stability of the euro. He wants hard money. So he takes his 300 euro monthly savings and buys the only two assets the German government still treats as private assets: Bitcoin and physical gold. And because he is still Max and therefore loves tangible assets, he takes 10k from his mattress and puts it into a cold wallet or a physical gold bar. This is the holy grail of the German tax law. Why? Because here in Germany, these are not financial products like ETFs, they are private assets. As long as Max holds these coins or bar for at least 1 year, every single cent of profit is 100% tax-free. Let's look at the difference and imagine both Maxes double their money. The 10k turns into 20k. Lazy Max with ETFs would owe Finanzamt roughly 2,600 euros in capital gains. Tax-free Max pays 0 taxes. But there's a catch. 2 actually. First, volatility. To get that tax benefit, Max has to stomach crashes without panic selling. And Bitcoin had multiple 50%, 70%, even 90% drops over the years. If he sells after 11 months, he pays his full income tax rate of up to 42%, which is even worse than the ETF tax. And second, the Wild West is over. Starting 2026, the new EU law DAC 8 forces every crypto exchange in the world to report Max's holdings to Finanzamt. So he can't hide his wallets anymore, he must have the discipline to hodl. And last but certainly not least, leverage Max with the most tax efficient investment out there, real estate. Unlike the other two, Leverage Max loves debt. He understands that in Germany, debt is the only way to make Finanzamt pay for your wealth. And of course, we're talking about good debt here, and not some kind of consumer or buy now, pay later loans. So, Leverage Max takes 11k out of his mattress money again and uses it for the closing costs for a small rental apartment worth 200,000 euros. Yes, here in Bavaria that is possible because closing costs are the lowest in Germany at 5.5% only. And the remaining 200,000 euros come as mortgage from the bank. Why does he do this? 2 reasons. First, tax deductions. While Lazy Max hates interest rate because they determine his Vorabpauschale tax, Leverage Max loves them. Every euro of interest he pays to the bank is tax deductible. And he can also deduct depreciation of the building, renovations, and much more. He uses the tax advantages to make himself poorer on paper because that lowers his taxable income from his main job. He essentially turns his taxes into equity. And second, the 10-year jackpot. Just like with crypto and gold, real estate has a golden tax rule. If Max sells this apartment after 10 years, the profit is 100% tax-free. If the apartment value doubles from 200k 400k, he keeps the entire 200k profit. Lazy Max would pay over 50,000 euros in taxes on that gain. Leverage Max pays 0. But real estate is illiquid. You cannot sell one room if you need cash quickly. You're basically married to this property for a decade. And unlike an ETF, a house can call you at 3 AM because the heating is broken or the tenant stopped paying rent. So, which Max won the simulation? Lazy Max chose peace of mind, Freedom Max chose 0 tax, and Leverage Max chose to use the bank's money. The truth is, there is no winner, because the best investment isn't the one with the highest return in an Excel sheet, it's the one that lets you sleep at night. And now that you know the rules, you have the power to decide. For most of you, the answer is probably a mix of everything, diversification. Because spreading your risk across different buckets is usually the smartest move that you can make. But remember, investing is only half the battle. The other half is keeping what you earn. So if you want to know exactly how to lower your income tax in 2026, you need to watch this video right here. Thank you for watching und bis zum nächsten Mal.